Hey guys, welcome back for another Lit Review, where I dumb down scientific journal articles to my level. So today, the paper that we'll be reviewing is titled "The Contoured Prefabricated Foot Orthoses Demonstrate Comparable Mechanical Properties to Contoured Customized Foot Orthoses in a Plantar Pressure Study." So in case you guys don't know what orthosis is, basically is what most people call orthotics. So orthotics and orthosis they mean the same thing, but technical term is orthosis. This paper is written by Anthony C Redmond, Karl B. Landorf, and Anne-Maree Keenan. So what this paper did was they took 15 flat-footed participants and they gave them three types of shoe gear. One, just shoe without any device inside of the shoe. Second is they gave them a prefabricated contour orthosis. And third group, they gave them a customized orthosis. So prefabricated contour orthosis is something like this, where you have a contour or some sort of curve within the insole. So you could see here on the medial part of this insole, you can see there's a prefabricated shape over here, and it's actually stabilized by this hard plate over here. Also, the heel cup is kind of deep to kind of stabilize to hold the calcaneus in place. So this is an example of a prefabricated contour orthoses, and this is generally available to everyone. You don't have to get your foot casted or scanned to get this. Now, I don't have an example of a customized orthoses, but those are more expensive and they are specifically designed for your foot. It's scanned after they get the shape of your foot. They design a customized orthoses to basically control your movement of the foot when you're walking. So mainly the research started because some people wanted to see if there's a difference between wearing something moderately cheap, these are still I think $50–60, versus a customized orthotics which costs around $400. So what they found out, and then what they did was they basically took pressure points of different parts of the foot and how each orthosis affected it. So what they ultimately found out was there is obviously an improvement in orthoses when you're improvement in the peak pressure when you're wearing either of the orthoses. It doesn't matter which one, but there is a significant difference where it basically at the heel it reduces the peak pressure, in the midfoot it reduces significantly reduces the peak pressure by increasing the loading time. Pressure from the medial forefoot fell, and the lateral forefoot kind of actually increased, and on the hallux, the big toe, the pressure increased a little bit. And I'm guessing the reason the pressure increase in the hallux is because a lot of the people all the participants were flat-footed in the first place. So by wearing an orthoses, they were actually able to plantar flex their toe a little bit more, and the pressure on the hallux increased. That's my guess, I guess. So, but the only area so after establishing that orthoses provide somewhat of a better pressure distribution on the foot. Now let's talk about the orthoses between the two types. The research wasn't able to really significantly tell the difference if there's one's better than the other, except for one area of the foot. In the midfoot of the area, it was statistically proven where customized orthoses provided better force distribution throughout the foot. While in the other areas like the heel, medial forefoot, and lateral forefoot, and the hallux, it didn't really matter. That doesn't to say that customized orthosis is not worth it. So the way I like to look at it is basically a prefabricated orthosis is commercially available to everyone. It is moderately cheap, like I said, $50–60, and it still offers that pressure distribution to the foot in an advantage way for people who might have pain in their foot when they're walking or exercising. So a lot of people could take advantage of these things, and a lot of people are not aware there are products like this to kind of help the pressure distribution in the foot. Now, for a customized orthosis, the impression I'm getting is basically if you're a little bit more active and a little bit more amateur or professional in the sports that you play, you could fully take advantage of that little extra percentage that you get from the customized orthosis versus a prefabricated contour orthosis here. So the author goes on to say that they need to do more study to really distinguish between the effects of the prefabricated contour orthosis and a customized orthosis. As a podiatrist, one of the main jobs is that we cast or scan the foot to dispense customized orthosis, and I see it work in clinics, and
If you guys have the resource to get one, I highly recommend it. And if not, then you could go out and get something like this, because this will still provide somewhat of a support to your foot. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and tune in for our next LitReview, and thanks for watching.